Here's my quick and easy guide on how to get the Void Sword, also known as Balmung, the Raven's Shadow, on the Black Ops 6 Zombies map, Citadel Anymore. First you need to activate Pack-a-Punch, and you can easily do this by following the indicated hints on screen. Once the machine is accessible, wait until round 10 for a zombie with a Crusader helmet to spawn. Kill it to obtain a stamp and take it to the courtyard with the 4 statues holding swords. Interact with the statue that has a raven on its shoulder to receive the Raven Bastard Sword. This upgrade only works with this exact sword. Next, you need to acquire an antiquity from the alchemical lab, which is located behind this illusionary wall that becomes accessible after Pack-a-Punch. The antiquity changes each game, and there are 5 possible locations for it. The first is a horn immediately to your right after entering the room. The second is a scorpion fossil on the desk next to the skull. The third is a fish fossil on this cabinet, and just to be aware, this looks like a simple rock as the fish is hard to see. The fourth is an animal jaw on this bookcase, and the fifth is a conjoined bird skull on this bookcase. Once you have obtained your antiquity and the Raven Bastard Sword, head back to the tavern basement where you will find this dial on the wall. Interact with the dial to place the antiquity, and then interact with it again to place the sword, activating the puzzle. And here's how the puzzle works. Your goal is to match the antiquity with its corresponding astrological sign and the sign's associated element. The outer ring contains the astrological signs, and the inner ring contains the alchemical symbols of the 4 base elements. You can rotate the dials, and your task is to line up the corresponding symbols at the bottom of the wheel where you can see this green arrow. Let's go through all the possibilities and their explanations. The horn corresponds to the astrological sign of Aries, and the element of Aries is fire, so you need to align these 2 symbols at the bottom to solve the puzzle. The fish fossil represents the astrological sign of Pisces, which is self-explanatory with the element being water. The scorpion fossil is clearly associated with Scorpio, and its element is water. The conjoined skull represents Gemini since it features 2 skulls, and the element is air. Lastly, the jaw corresponds to the astrological sign of Leo, with the element being fire. With this information you can easily solve the puzzle, plus I've included this guide image in the video's description that you can also download. Once the puzzle is solved, a dimensional tear will appear on the floor and orbs will fly out from the dial targeting you and exploding on impact. To counter this, position yourself so that the portal is between you and the dial. As the orbs fly towards you, they will be pulled inside the portal instead, and you need to lure 3 orbs inside the portal before it moves. Repeat this process 2 more times, first on the first floor of the tavern and then on the second floor. Once completed, a small wisp will fly back to the dial. Interact with it to receive the void variant of the sword called Balmung, the Raven's Shadow. This weapon has a charged ability activated by pressing the melee and the parry buttons at the same time. The sword rips open a dimensional tear, pulling in and eliminating all nearby zombies, and to recharge this ability, you will need to get kills with the sword. You can also collect more stamps to unlock additional swords. If you interact with the Raven Knight statue again, you can place down your sword to start working on the next one. Anyway, that was pretty much it for this video. I hope you find it helpful, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss more future guides like this one. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.